Okay, so it is like, yeah, it's approaching noon as we go with Lexa to the comm station with Aland.
Right, what do we see?
So now that it's like getting later in the day, there's a lot of people. There are also some like Republic soldiers that you gather or were from the trepidation were like calling their families and stuff to talk to them. Because it's like a large room and there are basically just like rows of terminals where there's each like a video terminal and there's a bunch of like rows of chairs and stuff. It seems to be like a self-serve area, so you can just like go down and sit at one of the terminals. And there's it's like a pretty large room, it has multiple rows, and so there's probably like 50 terminals available, and there are like 7 free. All the others are being used.
Oh, this could be quite fun.
Uh, let's see if we can find one relatively away from everyone else.
That would be a good thing.
Okay, so you sit down sort of in a corner where there's just like a couple people. But there are obviously people around you since there's like 50 spots, but only 7 of them are free. There's not a lot of free spots right next to each other. But you find one where there's like 2 spots free, so like you're in the wall against the corner, and the spot next to you is also free, and then the people are filled in from there.
I give Aland the Scarlet's comm frequency.
Okay. So what are you wanting Alon to do with that? What were you wanting Alon to do there, Anna?
I guess sort of scramble the signal, make it untraceable. Do his magic, Lex doesn't know.
Okay, go ahead and roll use computer. Alon. Okay, yeah, so you enable some sort of like scrambling algorithm on the signal and then send in through the connection. Do you want like visual and audio or just audio?
Uh, Lexa kind of hovers over the buttons as she chooses until she kind of. This is like. She starts getting a little more nervous. It seems kind of sudden.
Plus, if it helps, audio tends to be better for more nervousness, since you seem to be quite nervous. But video is also is more personal. Depends on how you want to present yourself.
Yeah, I just didn't really leave on the best of terms. Didn't expect to be this nervous, actually.
Well, in that case, I would consider probably audio, just to make it easier on your nerves.
She clicks the audio button.
Okay. So it rings like for a while, and then eventually like the connection goes through, and then you hear, uh, "Hello," and you recognize that it's Riss.
Riz, it's me. It's Lexa.
Lexa? Lexa, is it really you?
Yeah, it's me, brother.
It's been like what, like 3 years? Why haven't you called us sooner?
Oh, been busy and well, I was kind of worried about reaction. You know, considering how everything went.
Oh, we've been really, really worried about you. And Kozili too. And then you hear him yell, Soren, Soren, it's Lexa. And there's like fumbling around and sounds and stuff.
How are you and so on?
We've been good. How about you?
Well, I found a job as a bounty hunter for the Republic. I able to put bad people away now.
Ah, interesting. And then suddenly you hear Soren say, "Ah, Lexa, how are you?"
I'm good. How are you?
Things have been good, although it's been lonely without you and your sister here.
Have you heard from her?
No, we haven't. We haven't heard from you either in like 3 years.
Well, to be honest, I was afraid of what she would say, considering what happened.
There's like a silence. And he says, "Well, I'm glad to hear from you.
Me too.
How have
I've
you been?"
I've been good. I've taken to heart more some of the things she taught me, and I've been putting them good. You'd think it's funny. I'm actually right now working with a Jedi.
Oh, really? And then Riss says, "Oh, wow, that's so cool."
Yeah, she's everything that you described. True paragon of the light.
So you're working with people now. That was
I
smart.
am. It's a bit of a crazy story, and I'm not entirely sure all the details myself, but yeah, I'm working with others now.
Then Riss says, "Well, you'll have to tell us all about it. Where are you?"
Uh, I'm not sure that's a good idea. We're in a little bit of a trouble here. Not with the law or anything. It's just we're dealing with bad people right now, but they've been saying things, and I just needed to make sure that you were safe.
Do you need our help?
No, no, we're okay. Really, what I need you to do is staying off the grid and keep to yourselves as much as you can, just like always.
Oh, okay. Well, will we hear from you again?
Yes, I think so. I Now that we're talking, I'm remembering how much I miss you as well, and I, I will try and contact you more. It won't be another 3 years before you hear from me again.
Good. And Thorn says, "It better not be another 3 years. You haven't heard anything from your sister, have you?"
No, I I looked, but no, I don't even know what ring she's in.
So you're safe? Or not?
Uh, Safe for the moment, but don't worry about me. The friends I mentioned, they're good people. They'll keep me safe.
That's good. And then Riss asks you, "So what kind of adventures have you gotten into as a bounty hunter?"
Oh, all kind. I've seen strange aliens that we didn't see even out on the rim. Most of the time, though, I take down gangs, that kind of thing. The interesting thing is with my contracts, they always have to be alive, or I don't get paid really, which is fine with me. Not as many bounty hunters are willing to do that, but I make sure that they get the justice they deserve.
I'm glad to hear that, says Soren.
Spent most of my days on Coruscant. Someplace else now, but listen, don't tell me where you're at over this coming, but are you safe? Are you on the move still?
Yeah, we've been traveling a bunch, continuing our explorations. We've actually stopped to help a couple of people out who are in a pinch right now, but it's good. We're safe.
Good. Well, Soren, I know you know how to stay off the radar, but just for me, be extra vigilant. These people are strange, and well, as far as the Jedi says, she thinks that the dark side is involved. I don't know much more, but just so you know.
That's not good. The dark side's not something to be trifled with. And then Riss says, well, what about you, Lexa? Are you staying safe?
I am.
Okay, well, make sure you check in with us again so we know you're still okay.
I will. I promise.
Say hi to your new friends.
I will. Stay safe.
Oh, and have you been having any problems?
I had the dream again last night, but other than that, no.
Okay.
Listen, I gotta go. There's stuff happening, but I promise to contact you again.
Okay. Hopefully after all this is over, we can see you in person.
Yes, I'd like that.
Okay, then Soren says, stay safe and may the force be with you.
And with you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Lexa calms out, and you see she kind of leans up in the chair, just kind of breathes out a sigh of relief.
Aelin will lay his hand on her shoulder and say, there. They're at least safe for right now. It's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see that your family cares.
I thought he'd be mad at me, Soren, but I think I misjudged him.
All that happens. You'd be surprised what love can forgive.
Do you know he's not even my real dad?
Oh, he's close enough, isn't he?
Picked me up, adopted me. In fact, he adopts all his kids.
Well then, yeah, he would probably think of you as a daughter, which is still a good thing. That means he cares about you.
Yeah. I never met anyone quite like him. I don't think I ever will.
I can understand that.
Right. We should probably get back to the others before they start getting worried.
Yeah, we probably should. Here, let me go ahead and erase this real quick. And Elon is going to erase the phone log to at least wherever this went. He doesn't... I'm not taking any chances.
Okay. You can well use computer. So close to a nat 20.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so has anyone been talking about anything else while they've been away? It's like about 12 o'clock now. You guys were eating lunch, I think.
Okay. You
Yeah,
guys see Picaz wander out of the room.
yeah. Lunchtime's about when I
good
get hungry,
morning.
so I've been wolfing down food, and then I just kind of luxuriate and relax.
Oh, Picasso, how are you doing? Sorry about trying to wake you earlier.
Fine. He rubs his eyes.
I think Zuriana's. Whoops. Alexa said something about you having to pay for that pillow.
I wouldn't worry about it anyway.
I think she meant like you're gonna pay for that.
No, I think she meant literally paying for it.
Oh,
She's
maybe.
worried about
I
damage
don't
costs.
really care.
Yeah, no, I think it was kind of in jest, but anyway. Catching up to speed. Not a lot has happened. The Admiral's in stable condition, but still receiving medical attention. Knight Ellis is having a meeting with the Jedi Council to bring them up to speed, or at least her version of what up to speed is. And oh, and John's been getting some weird messages over his comlink from someone claiming to be on Ventuine, but we haven't had a chance to be able to trace one of the calls yet.
Picaz pull out his data pad and just start looking through stuff. As he sits down on some of the furniture in the room.
Oh, this furniture searching is apparently epic.
I realized I was gonna play other music for your conversation, and I totally forgot. So now I'm turning back on the other background music.
Oh, by the way, is DH5 in the room? Do I see him?
Yep, he's standing over in the corner, not moving.
Yeah. After just pulling up and browsing the web to wake up a little bit, he Picaz gets up and walks over to DH5 and just knocks on it, and it says maintenance, and then walks away, expecting him to follow him.
He says, "You need maintenance?
No, you do.
Why?"
Didn't you say you need to be fixed a while back?
We remedied that situation. I am now in good condition.
Either way, I'd like to run some diagnostics if you're going to be with us from now on.
Very well. Would you mind reinstalling my sarcasm program?
Sure.
Okay.
Should
you.
have said request denied.
Sorry, none of the people that disliked the sarcasm are in the room. I don't think. Well, except
Yeah,
maybe
John is there.
John, never mind. Yeah, John's gonna get upset. John fistfights Picaz. No, don't reinstall it.
Picaz doesn't fist fight, he mind fights.
True.
Okay, so he follows you wherever you are going and then powers down.
Yeah, so I want to just look through and get an idea of his protocols and how everything is set up, the command structure, so I can go into a bit more detail about some commands I would like to input.
Okay, you see that most of his programming is like based on combat and like combat analysis and like routines dedicated to that, and like infiltration and like stuff. So yeah, if you're looking, you basically see that in his like tactical analysis, like subroutines and stuff, he's programmed to like value completing missions higher than saving lives or preventing casualties and things like that.
Good to know. I want to go in and input keeping his master alive as #1 priority.
Yeah, so that's already in there.
Okay.
But the NPCs, they better watch out. Oh, the NPCs are dying. Psh. We had
His
a
priorities are like basically protecting his masters, and then fulfilling his master's commands are after that. Basically, are his 2 priorities.
Yeah, then go over it. Go over the list. Make sure everyone has got the appropriate permissions. And then I want to go and input some anti-slaver commands.
Of
Okay,
course.
what exactly are those going to be?
Oh dear.
Things like if you can kill a slaver and not get caught and not have any blame fall on us, do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and just general set aside some processor power to tactical analysis of ways to deal with slavers.
Okay.
Where's all this stuff about slavers coming from?
I don't know, he wants to
Because-
talk to him. But unfortunately, you don't hear him talking to himself while he's putting these commands in, so you don't know that he's
Oh.
doing that.
You know, Dell's just kind of pacing, like looking at Pekaz working on stuff. Also, we had a comm connection with Jaina, right? On the ship. GM.
I'm thinking.
I don't remember it.
I think the only time you called her was when you were using the ship comm station. And then she was with you when you were talking to her, and she was calming the soldiers. I don't think.
Oh, right. You're right. Never mind.
And then I want to go over him and make sure all his parts are there and functional.
Yes, are you taking them all apart and stuff?
Not entirely apart,
Okay.
but like I've cracked open panels.
Make a mechanics check. Yeah, everything seems to be in working order.
There's no missing command module.
Not that you can see.
Okay. And that's pretty much all I do for the moment. I take note of
Okay.
how much I might be able to upgrade him. But that's about it.
Okay. And Lexa and Elon get back. Do you want to
Dell's
turn
gonna.
the H5 back on after you're done?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to do. I'm gonna send you that though, and we can do the rolls in
Okay.
a moment.
So Kalani, are you gonna try and talk to the council?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we should probably try and find Knight Ellis then.
Yes. Okay. Can we go do that then, Gareth?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, how do you want to do that? Let's try going. Where exactly is the depot, John? I want to try and see if anyone's seen her down there.
It's down the corridor.
All right.
I don't know how to answer that because I.
You don't
GM
actually
just
know.
Kinda,
Yeah.
The GM
Yeah,
just
you
kinda
can-
sent me there.
Yeah, you can explain them how to get to it on the map.
Okay, let me see your data pad. Do you have a map on it?
I don't have a map yet. No.
Same.
I mean, I can probably
Well-
like find a map on like the HoloNet because it's just like a
Go-
public space station.
Go out the door and turn right. Go down the corridor. Take the second right, and then the third left. And it's at the end of that corridor.
All right. Well, we may or may not be back for a while, depending on when this meeting is going to happen.
So, see you later.
Y'all have fun then.
May the force be with you.
Thank you, and with you.
All right, so we're heading down to the depot to see if anybody knows where Knight Ellis is or how to contact her.
Okay, so first when you power up the droid, it just like looks around the room and then it looks at you. Do you have current orders?
Defend this group of people and avoid doing it, and do not do anything that would make it apparent, make any of you thing that's illegal about you apparent.
Not everyone in the group is in this room. Should I go look for them?
No, you can stay with me for now.
Affirmative.
Also, where's that smaller droid?
It is with Lexa.
I'm over there right now, like fiddling with it. I'm trying to figure out like how to rename a droid.
Computers.
I've got it like powered down, and I'm just
Mhm.
messing with it.
Like, are you in the apartment or where are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just got back. And then Kalani and Dell left to go try and find Knight Ellis to get in on this council meeting.
Like, Mikaz wanders over and looks at what you're doing, trying to figure out what you're doing.
Okay, you can roll computer, Lexa. Okay, yeah, you can succeed in changing its name if you want.
Okay. I look over at Picasso as he's kind of just staring at me. Yes.
Is it functioning properly?
Oh, I think so.
I was worried I might have caused issues with its power system when I drained it.
No, he seems to be working fine. We've sort of come to a little bit of a rapport, you and I. How's your new favorite droid?
Looks to be working. They seem to have patched him up pretty well.
Well, while you were sleeping, I think I managed to ensure that we'll at least get to keep them. Not sure about the ship.
How?
I just reminded the Jedi that that our goals seem to save people's lives, and that maybe these droids would help in that endeavor.
A very good argument.
I close the droid back up and power him back on. Well, what do you think? You want to take a look for yourself to see if he's working well?
Sure, why not? Should I make a mechanics roll or something?
Yeah, what exactly were you inviting him to check, like the functionality of it, or?
Just to give it an overall inspection.
Okay, yeah, you can roll
Look over.
mechanics. Yeah, it looks like it's in a fine working condition.
Because says as much. Though notes he's not typically worked on combat or assassin droids, so
Yeah, that's alright. I think little Riz here will be just fine. We'll manage. Besides, I hear after a time they develop quirks. I'm sure he'll have his own.
because nods.
You know, we talked about something else in that whole about us being a better team. I think you and I probably have some grievances to air.
Because shrugs.
Look, I don't understand you at all. I think out of everyone, I understand you the least, but I'm not really one to talk about strangeness in people, so I'm just gonna say this. I have no intention of hurting you or anyone else in this group. I follow a code similar to Kalani's. And you're part of that group, and I'm going to do my best to keep you safe, regardless of how you feel about me.
Well, I pretty much guessed as much. As far as having no ill intent towards us.
I hope moving forward, you and I can find common ground. And promise to at least hold off killing each other until the others are gone.
I have no intentions of killing you.
Sorry, I'm not very good at this. That was intended as a joke.
Ah.
Beep beep beep.
Because looks at B0B.
No. No. I'm gonna call it bring your own beverage. I'll just call it Bev.
It doesn't have a Y though.
Bring own beverage. It doesn't use proper syntax.
Caveman.
Bring own beverage. Or bring zero beverage. That means beverages are provided. It's even better.
Oh, bring your own beverages? Oh, I already have mine.
Bring zero beverages because I'm a bartending droid.
Its name is Bob. Get it right.
No, it's Bev. I'm gonna call it Bev. I refuse to call it Bob.
Bob.
Anyway, have we located anything?
Yeah, so you went down to the depot and someone gave you Jaina's comm frequency.
Excellent. Kalani, you might have more success asking to join in on this meeting than me.
What?
We got Jaina's comm frequency, so you should probably ask her if you can join in on the council meeting and say that you want me to be there. I feel like it would not be looked upon so kindly if I requested to be part of the meeting.
Like steps into the meeting.
What?
That music, every time it starts again, it's like something epic is happening. So I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
Kalani.
we're just calling up.
Yeah.
We're calling up Jaina and be like, "Yo, what's up, dog?"
I just see Kalani like
Huh?
commanding the room.
You mean cat?
What? What?
No. Boo.
I am very confused.
Okay, you call Jaina on her comm frequency. Yes, this is Knight Ellis.
Night Ellis, this is Kalani Starfire.
Ah, greetings, Kalani.
The message that you gave me, apparently I am supposed to return to the Jedi Enclave, but I feel that we should talk with the Jedi Council because there's still this situation there, and we should catch them up on that. And I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I see. So, you were ordered to return back to the Enclave on Dantooine?
Yes. I'm
But you think
supposed
that you shouldn't go.
it's supposed to be for my official knighting ceremony and first official mission as a full Jedi Knight.
So how can I help?
Well, I wanna. You said you were going to contact the council?
Yes. Did you
Well-
want me to speak with them about it on your behalf?
Yes, or something like that, so that we can find out what's actually the best thing to do. I don't know what my new mission is supposed to be, or what we would otherwise have been doing next.
Del whispers, say you need to brief them on some things that Jaina may not be aware of regarding what happened on the ship.
What?
Just say that. Say and you want me to be there. We need to talk to the council about this. And I don't trust second-hand distribution of information. Like if we tell Jaina and then she tells the council, we need to speak directly to the council.
Would, would it be possible for us to speak to the council ourselves? Dell seems to want to talk to them as well.
Well, I'm not in charge of the council. I don't see why you couldn't speak with them.
Um. Someone give me some help here.
Okay, it's sounding like she's saying yes. Come on, Kalani, be assertive. Just say, I'm gonna talk to the council. Move aside.
What? I'm confused now. What? How exactly did she phrase that again?
Apparently, Jane is under the impression that you, as a random Jedi among hundreds of Jedi, can just call up the Jedi Council and be like, "Yo, I need to talk to you."
Yeah, well, she didn't realize that you meant like talk to them in the exact same conversation she was going to have. So she implied that you could talk to them on your own without her.
Okay, so what you need to do is be like, okay, so when you're done with your conversation, mention that I want to talk to him too.
Okay, can I just say like I said?
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm speaking with them in 15 minutes, so I'll mention your situation. You might get a call. I should also tell them that Dell wants to speak with them as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna go over well.
So well, you have no idea. It's gonna go great. I don't know what you're talking about. It's gonna be stellar.
Everything's gonna be just fine, guys. It's gonna be just fine.
Too bad I can't mind trick people in hologram form.
Or Jedi Master.
Shh. I can roll an act 20. You don't know my life.
You're trying to like mind trick like Atris and
Totally doable. I don't know what you're talking about. They don't know my mad skills.
Okay.
I think even Picaz would try that.
You'd think that, and then you'd totally mind probe people if, like, you were in a room with them.
Not
Master.
Jedi Masters.
But mind probe's undetectable, unless they have, like, the resist will nonsense, and then, like, you get hurt. But aside from that,
Master Vandar, Master Qatar.
Well, just because it says it's...
Yeah.
I think that Mind Probe counts as using a force power, so...
but then I can
I would
really high
say-
use the force
Yeah.
to hide it from people.
Yeah, you could try to do that.
I would succeed
I
in
would
doing
say,
it.
yeah, it's
I
probably...
believe in it. No. I'll turn to Kalani. So we're in, or what's happening here?
Did he hear it along with me?
No, I mean you were calling her separately.
What? You weren't
What?
standing right next to her? You
I
could
mean,
hear what
standing
Jaina
next
was
to her,
saying.
but I couldn't. Could I hear what Jaden was saying?
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe it was like in her ear or something, or like not. Anyway, never mind. Well, might as well just go back with the others and see if we hear anything.
Yeah, so it seems.
Okay, so you guys go back. Does anyone want to do anything in the next half an hour of game time?
Yes.
In-game?
Yes.
Okay.
Del needs to talk to Picas.
Okay.
If Picas is not busy doing other mechanics things, what's Picas doing?
Sitting on a couch with a data pad. Looking through it very intently.
Dale will stay like a chair next to him.
It's because he's sitting in the couch. You could sit in the couch next to him.
Sure.
I imagine B0B is standing right next to me.
He's standing on the back of the couch.
Looking over the shoulder. Hey Pegas, got a second? Or more than a second, probably.
Because says one moment and then takes the time to find a good spot to stop translating. And then turns to you and says yes.
Were you working on more of the datapad, those in asteroid encrypted files?
Yes.
Do you think you'll be able to get through all of them without any assistance at all?
It'll take some time. I have access to the HoloNet here, so I have more academic resources I can probably pull from, but yes, probably.
Is there any way we could make it faster?
If you want to bring someone else in on this, we could go talk. Oh, what's her name again? Out of character, it starts with a D. My brain is just.
Dakaya.
Dakaya?
So he says we could go talk to Dakaya. She could probably help me.
I'm not familiar with this. I mean, the name sounds vaguely familiar. It's probably come up in conversation, but I don't know everything about your past adventures.
Oh, she's my friend. I think they live on. Let's see, Tila now. Yes, Tila.
Mm-hmm.
I've been meaning to visit her anyways. That would be a good, useful trip. We should go there after we get that ship released.
Okay, so why would she be helpful in translating this? I mean,
Because she
encoding
taught
this.
because she taught me everything I know about the Sith language.
Is she a scholar or?
Oh no, she's a Sith.
Hmm. I mean, Del knows that Tila is like a planet that's he knows the so she's part of that defection group that's on Tila.
Pakaz nods.
Okay, well if that can help, I think that decoding that thing is our top priority. So that means our top priority now is trying to get that ship as soon as possible.
Well, I'm sure once the Admiral wakes up, we'll be able to get on our way pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just want to make sure we're on the same page as far as what needs to be done next, and it seems like we are, so.
Pakaz nods and then turns back to the datapad.
Alright. And Del will leave him to his work.
Okay. Yeah, so because regarding that, the main difficulty, so before, for translating the other ones, you were trying to just translate it, and then like the problem with these later entries are like encrypted, so if you want to try to use like the internet resources for like finding like code breaking algorithms,
I
could try
thought
doing
the
that.
encryption had been broken while we were on the ship. And that's what I had downloaded.
On what chip?
When we were back on board the Republic ship.
I don't think it ever
No.
got broken.
No.
Then I'm gonna call Dirk over.
NPC Crutch, come here.
Dirk, I need your help again.
With what?
Breaking encryption.
I see. Let me take a look at it.
I hand it to him.
Well, I'm not sure that this is is encrypted in the computer end of things. It's more like it's written in a code that is also written in Sith, but it seems to be some sort of scrambled code of some sort, I guess. I think you might need someone with a better command of the Sith language in order to crack it. There's nothing I can really do without a knowledge of Sith on the computer side of things to crack this.
Okay, because will ask it will try and do it himself while using him as reference for like computer knowledge.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you
what
can
should
make
I
an
roll?
intelligence roll. Yeah, you're also able to like ascertain by looking at the different entries that it seems like if you try to like use them to get like a greater length of like words to actually use to help you decipher it, it seems like you're able to gather with Dirk's help that like each of the entries has like a separate unique code that is coded with, which makes it more difficult to translate.
So we need we need either cryptography or computer skills. I'm confused.
I'm trying to look to see what the most applicable role here is. Because not really using the computer issue. Like the thing is, if it was written out by hand on paper, it would still be coded and also in Sith.
Oh, it's written in code like a cipher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be more like a.
I think gather information might be the closest
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was trying to look to see what types of
You can
knowledge
make,
roles there are, but
yeah.
yeah, I think gather information.
I call him Elon and ask if he knows anything about cryptography.
Cryptography. Well, Aelin is like in the room.
Everyone's
with you.
in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all at the apartment.
Okay. Then I ask him.
Cryptography. I know a bit about Huttese cryptography and computer cryptography, but I'm not sure about Sith. I can give it a shot.
I mean, I know where the GM is nudging us. I just want to make that clear. But Pakaz is stubborn.
You can roll gather information, Aland.
Alright, here comes one roll of gather information.
Okay. So, Pakaz, can you make another intelligence roll? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ow.
That's good. That's just fun.
Suddenly he has a brain aneurysm.
Because
Okay,
falls
so-
over dead.
So, Aland, you sort of like work out maybe what the code style cipher might be for like the next entry that needs to be decoded. But it seems very complicated when you explain it to Pakaz. So, Pakaz, you sort of have a general idea about maybe what to do for translating the next entry, but you don't quite finish it today when you're looking at it. Okay, so you guys get a call Well, Kalani gets a call on her data pad, or I mean on her comlink. Kalani,
What?
you're getting a call on your comlink.
Oh. I will answer it.
Is this Jedi Knight Kalani Starfire?
Yes?
This is Jedi Master Vrook Lamar. I believe you wish to speak with us.
Ah, yes.
Are you in a good location to do so?
Where am I again?
You're in the common room of the apartment.
Ah.
Weasel here with you, by the way.
Yes, everyone
What?
is there.
Maybe I should move one of the side rooms. Just a moment. I'll
Okay.
move over to the side room. Alright, yes?
Is Dell there with you?
Can we say I motioned him to come with me?
Okay, so he walked into the side room too.
Kyler?
Tyler? Did he say anything about stepping out? Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Whoops.
Kyler, we're gonna toss Dell out the airlock.
I assume he wants to go, so we'll probably just say he did.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, well, too bad. He should have been here.
This is true. Do not worry, it is all part of the greater plan.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to invest in some catnip soon, aren't I?
What?
Ooh, John, I understand the feeling.
What?
John has pain in the head. He went to go take meds. I know the feeling.
Yeah, but the way that's phrased. I don't know. Never mind. Come on, Kyler. What was that, Barry?
Yeah, I have a cat sitting next to me wanting to be petted because it's for some reason it's after her nap time, so unfortunately I have it on headset so she can't hear anything.
Aww.
Sorry. She's been more excited by particular guests that we are entertaining lately anyways. Said guests have had to be have had to be quarantined, as it were, mostly because I think the guest hitched a ride on a couple of computer cases that I and working on with a friend. And
I'm
Those
confused.
yeah, those guests.
Ah,
Oh,
Kyler.
Kyler's back.
Kylar, you're now in the side room. Go.
Kyler?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Jedi Council called Kalani, and she motioned you over to the side room.
Yay.
Okay. Yep, so Kalani, do you like say, okay, I'm ready or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, well, Knight Starfire, what do you wish to discuss?
Well, there are a number of things. The mission I've been on, and I just got the message that I am supposed to report back to the Enclave.
Yes. We have need of all of our knights in this hour of crisis against
Oh.
the Sith. And it is very troubling that we learned that you are traveling with Delphine. If this is what your current mission is, then it is even more urgent that you return to the Council and get an officially sanctioned mission, which will greatly improve the lives of the Jedi Council and the rest of the sentients in the galaxy, instead of something from him. Hello? Night Starfire?
Well, my master had approved the mission.
Yes, she mentioned that, although I think she left out the part about Delphine.
That was just staring at Kalani like, should he say something? Should he not say something? He's like, He really wants to say things. Hold on a second. He's gonna make a roll. Please hold. Yeah, okay, no, he's gonna not say what he was gonna say. He's gonna be like, well, sorry, who is it? The entire council on this communication?
No, it's just me.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch who you were.
Master Lamar.
Well, Master Lamar, I hope you're doing all right. I obviously understand there's the whole Sith war going on, which, you know, I've been trying to help with.
Yes.
So I'm just confused as to why, just because I have something to do with this, automatically means that the mission is not important. I'm trying to track that logic, when you don't really know that much about what we've been trying to do.
Sorry, can you repeat that last part?
It's like, you don't even really, know what we're trying, we've been trying to do.
I meant the part before that part.
That's not the last part. That was like the first
The last
part.
part is in the entire thing that you replied to with my last comment.
Oh, getting distracted, I see. I'm just confused as to why you think any mission that is associated with me is inherently not worth the time, worth the value, when you don't even really know what we've been trying to accomplish.
Are you trying to help Kalani get her master killed too?
Yeah, you're right. Hold grudges for things that happened a long time ago. What's that logical fallacy? Also, her master's not even here and associated with this mission, so that doesn't even make any sense. You shouldn't put your own political opinions and grudges against me to interfere with missions that are actually important to the Republic and the Jedi.
Oh, very well. What is this so important mission that you're on?
Okay, start from the beginning. You know that I have force visions. I know the council doesn't really like to act on force visions. Whatever, we disagree on that point. The side point being, led me to discover that the Sith were after an artifact that had been lost to them for not exactly sure how long, a long time. It's an ancient Sith artifact that the Sith were looking for, and if they had gotten it, well, it would have meant the destruction of the Jedi Temple, at the very least, and potentially the entire galaxy. So we went on a mission to destroy it. We succeeded in that, but now it seems as though whatever energies were inside the crystal have somehow kind of associated themselves with everyone who's in the room when it was destroyed. Therefore, until we figure out how to get rid of it, having Kalani be separated from the group while we try and figure that out might be dangerous.
Okay, roll persuade.
Well, force me with your
It's gonna be a
persuade
terrible
rolls.
roll. It's gonna be just atrocious. I can tell already.
It's not atrocious.
Not bad. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, he could be dispatching Jedi.
Well, I
Knights right now
suppose
to
we have
apprehend-
you to thank then for saving our Jedi Temple from a mysterious future destruction.
Well, the point is that it's not necessarily over. I think that because when we first were on this asteroid where this artifact was, we encountered a dark creature that we defeated. We thought we had defeated, but the very similar thing attacked the bridge of the starship, the trepidation. And from what I and another Force user in our group found was that the energy that was released when we defeated it kind of went around and is still clinging to the members of our party. And we think that this creature thing, we're not sure exactly what it is yet, but that's what the Sith were after. And somehow either is feeding on our on life energy or feeds off of force energy to grow stronger, but we don't know for sure yet.
There's just like a long pause. And then he says, "So let me get this straight. You see a vision of something so powerful it destroys the entire Jedi Temple. What do? You find a group of people and ensconce one of our Jedi Knights to help you, and they are now trapped by some dark force presence thing that you got them involved in because you tried to solve this whole problem by yourself, and now put everyone in mortal peril such that she can't even leave your group, and we don't even know what's going on because you didn't want to talk to anyone about this.
Oh,
I think that it's unwise of me to suggest that Kalani should not be with you and traveling in any of your harebrained ideas."
Yes,
was...
but there was scant time, and as you suggest, the Jedi do not necessarily agree with me on anything, so they definitely would not have agreed to send anything if it was on such a harebrained scheme, and yet you claim to say that if I had done it with help, which would have been non-existent, it would have gone better. The Sith were looking for this thing actively. We thwarted some of their efforts on Ventuine, and we got to it first. It was a
Barely.
race, and we made it. And now it seems like whatever was on the artifact is now on us. But I'm not exactly clear on that one. That's just my working theory at the moment. But the point is, if we don't deal
And this
with it,
presence is dark side energy, or what?
something like that, yeah. We thought it was originally the asteroid run was some sort of dark force nexus, and we thought it was residual from that because we had stayed there. We had gotten stranded there for
Do
a
you
couple
have the
of days.
coordinates of this asteroid?
Yeah.
Please send them to me.
It's in Sith space,
Okay.
and yeah, Del will send him the coordinates because he definitely still has those.
So tell me everything you know about this Sith.
About what? About the Sith?
About the Sith who were trying to get this artifact.
From what I could tell from my visions, it's a cadre of them known as Crewface Claws, Darth Crewface, the leader. We managed to take out one member who is kind of one of the commanding people, Darth Kavisi, on Ventuine. But the rest of them, there's 2 Twi'leks, more sorcerer type dark side users, and one. Sorry, I'm drawing blanks on names because I don't have my note sheet pulled up. Can we just like, do we have to do this all in? Can we kind of just give him the details? Because like,
Okay.
I'm not pulling. I don't feel like going back.
Yeah.
to my
So you
notes
give
to
them the
find that.
details. And what do you have to say about this Night Starfire?